For all you bright individuals about to say something along the lines of, "This isn't Modern Warfare, this is Escape from Tarkov," I'm well aware of that. Just give me a second to get to it. If you followed my channel, or if you've played with me, you know that I like to play games that are realistic, but not realistic to the point where you're spending hours sitting in one spot, like, say, Arma 3. I like games like Escape from Tarkov, some of the Battlefield games, stuff like that, where there's a certain amount of realism. You're not pumping hundreds of bullets into someone to kill them, and you're also, in most cases, able to kill them with one, but not all the time. However, there's a new game on the block that might take some of my focus away from Escape from Tarkov. You guys might know what I'm talking about. The beta just came out for it today. This is Modern Warfare. So what are my thoughts on the game? First off, I want to say this is just the beta, and there's a few things I want to be changed, or at least hope they change in the actual game when it's released. Most importantly, though, I'm going to say that this is hands down the Call of Duty that I've enjoyed the most since probably Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare series, in that era. It was kind of around there. Ghosts came out after that, and all the games just kind of started going downhill from there. Became extremely futuristic. They didn't have much of a player base. They died out very quickly. However, I think this game could be possibly the redeeming feature for the series. The guns handle very well. The modding in the game is absolutely amazing. I love how you can put a bunch of different attachments on every single gun. Basically all of them show on your actual gun model, which is something that was missing from a lot of older Call of Duty games, especially on shotguns. If you put it on a longer barrel, etc., there's attachments that actually give you like better melee skills, all kinds of stuff like that. There's nighttime missions where you actually put on NVGs and you go into, let's say, the raids for the matches, essentially. It's extremely fun. Leveling up right now is very nice because I get to try a whole bunch of new guns that obviously I haven't tried before because I haven't played the game. One of the things I want them to change for the actual release is I want more guns in the game. I want more variation to the weapons you can get, and I would say some of the guns should have a higher fire rate. For example, the pistols, I think they should be able to fire pretty much as fast as you can click the trigger. I know that might be a little bit off in terms of balancing, but I would definitely like to see it, and even if they have to lower the damage a tiny bit, or if they have to increase the recoil, whatever, I really want to see pistols firing as fast as you can click, because right now there is a little bit of a delay. You get a fire rate cap, which is hard capped, it seems, by the game. Another few things I want to be changed is basically some of the reload animations, or the option to actually reload faster, but, you know, drop a magazine or something, which wouldn't really work the best in terms of Call of Duty games, because you don't lose surplus ammo when you reload and you don't have a magazine count. But some of the reloads are very long, especially if you consider that these are professional military operatives 99% of the time. There's obviously some of them where they're terrorist groups or insurgents. They probably wouldn't have as good of skills, but on the military side of things, if someone's been training their entire life to, you know, reload a gun, they're going to be a lot faster at it than some of these reloads would portray. Again, it's probably a balancing thing, but it would definitely be nice to see. Other than that, the game is honestly great. I can't wait for the campaign mode. I urge you guys to try this. You can get it for free right now on Battle.net. You just download it. It's only like 40 gigs. It's extremely fun. The lobbies are well populated. Crossplay is enabled right now, so you can play with your console friends, which is very nice. And I hope they do that actually in the actual launch of the game. I know people might say that if PC players are playing with Xbox or PS4 or whatever, that the PC players are going to have an advantage, and I wouldn't say they do. Console players have aim assist and stuff like that. Everyone has the same sound effects playing. I would say it'll be pretty even. Obviously, players on PC can be a lot more accurate, and they can move faster, aim faster, but in the end, they have to keep the game alive. A problem that's happened before with a lot of Call of Duty games is the player base will die out on PC long before console, and you will be just matched with a bunch of cheaters, stuff like that if you try and play PC. So what I'd like to see happen is that they actually implement a very good anti-cheat system, better than they've had before, that's for sure. And that crossplay stays enabled for the entire game, because that means that everyone who's playing is going to be playing on the same servers, which means that the game is going to stay alive for a lot longer. This is a game that I would definitely like to play in the future. This is a game that I'm sure a lot of people are going to like to play in the future. I know there's a lot of big streamers playing it right now. They're very into it. Again, I absolutely love the weapon modding. One of the things that attracts me to Escape from Tarkov so much is that you can absolutely mod the shit out of your gun. You can take a gun and you can make it look like it's something completely different. You wouldn't even be able to recognize it. That's stuff I absolutely love. Obviously, the Call of Duty modding doesn't seem to do that much. You got your basic sights, barrel attachments, under barrel. I noticed you can change the stocks on some of the items, and you have perks that you put right onto the gun. So I know I was playing with the M4A1, and one of the perks that I put on the gun was the sleight of hand, which obviously increases reload speed. Not as much as I would like, but it increases reload speed. Something else I would like to see is a bigger reduction in recoil when you're using a foregrip of any sort, really, because realistically, foregrips reduce recoil a lot. It's insane, especially if you watch any videos, if you shoot the guns, whatever, it helps a shit ton. I would like to see more reduction on that. Again, it might not be the best for balancing, but hey, they're kind of almost leaning more towards the realistic side of things with this, so I want to see stuff like that. I would also like to see a bigger emphasis put on utility usage in terms of grenades and stuff. They could just do that by opening up more places on the map so it's not so CQB. Because when it comes down to it, the utility that's being used right now is pretty much just flashbangs and stuff like that, and HE grenades. There's not really smokes being used. There's not really stuff like that happening. I haven't really seen Molotovs yet, none of that. It's pretty much, you know, just HE, flashbang, and you're good. I would like to see a bit more variance in that. Not necessarily, you know, making them better or whatever, but just edging players towards using them. Change up the maps a bit so that they're more effective, so that they're more needed, and players will start to use them, which brings in a whole new aspect to the game and will keep people playing for a lot longer. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I'm actually streaming on Twitch now. If you guys want to go check that out, it's just GearBearYT. I'll leave a link down below. Hit me up with a follow. Definitely hop into the stream sometimes. I'm just trying to build up the community. I'll leave a link to my Discord in the description as well if you guys want to join that. There are links to my social media, Patreon, all that good stuff. So definitely check out the description. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.